Hey, Gretchen. You still have a question? You're
Um, Maybe it probably relates to it.
okay.
Uh, I think I'm starting, what you just spoke about really resonates. The imbalance of all my parts. And I think what I've been noticing is when I'm around other people, it's almost like I just fall out of myself and into them.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this piece of just, and I think self love is the core. Um, but yeah, how to kind of hold, yeah, hold in mine and honor others, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So again, this is probably one of those that I'm gonna have to shorten up because I can do a whole class on. But give me your full name 3 times, please.
Gretchen Bartling, Gretchen Bartling, Gretchen Bartling.
Okay, thank you. Mm. Okay, are you ready? Okay, so I'm going to tell you what I'm seeing in your energy around one of the reasons why you do this. And then I'm going to give you an exercise to help you with this. So one of the things that I'm saying around why you do this is because this goes back to your childhood, as most of our things do, but this one is very specific. In your childhood, if you didn't go along with the dominant, what was happening in the environment, that was really unsafe for you. So there was punishment, there was unsafety, there was ridicule, there was all of that I'm seeing. So what that made you do was energetically connect in with people to try to be like them. Because if I'm like them, then I'm safe.
Mhm.
So the big shift here is, okay, actually they're giving me 2 exercises for you. Okay. So the big shift, the big one consciously is that it's safe to be myself in this world. It's safe to be myself, even if it's different from everybody else around me. It's safe to be myself, even if the people around me don't agree with it. Right? This is the consciousness that I want you to move into. But really, I think the thing that will help you more with this, life loves me, so it is safe for me to be myself. I want you to put that part first. Life loves me, so it is safe to be myself in this world. And it is safe for me to be the different, because here's the thing that I'm seeing in your energy. You are you're different in many things, and you haven't allowed that. Because again, completely understandable. It wasn't safe,
Mhm.
but your most delicious life, your most healthy life cannot be experienced by you until you allow yourself to be full of the difference that you are in every space you move in, every space, right? So I'm going to give you 2 exercises that are going to help you feel more of the experience and safety of this. So one of them is called segment intending. And what I want you to do, the basic of this is you're going to send your energy out before, and it's going to take some conscious time and conscious deliberation by you before you move into any new space, new event. What I mean by this is like, I'm getting ready to get in the car and drive somewhere. I'm going to take a moment to segment intend. I'm getting ready to get out of this car and go into the building that I was going to go into. I'm going to take a moment and segment intend. I'm waking up in the morning and I'm getting ready to start a day, but I haven't got out of the bed. I'm going to segment intend. What segment intending is it setting your intention for how you want this next experience, this next space of your life to go. And so,
Mm.
example, I'll just use this example. So, for example, me coming here before I came in here to meet all of you all today, I did a segment intending process. And what it looks like is I take a moment, I imagine how I'd like this to go. So I like people to have great questions. I'd like me to feel really high in energy while they're offering the questions. I'd like me to be very in tune with my intuition and their energy so that I can offer them the highest solutions available. I like this to be fun for me. I like everyone on the call, even if they did not work with me personally, to get something out of this for themselves. And I'd like to end this call, when this call ends, I'd like to feel very uplifted, and I like to feel really good and ready for the rest of my day. Right? That's the segment intent. And then I breathe, and then I go into the space. Right? Now you can segment intend a day before, you can do it at least, give yourself at least a few minutes before an experience you walk into anyone. So for you, your segment intending is going to be more like one that particularly related to this. Your segment intending is going to look like, I intend to stay in my own energy in this space. I intend to feel what I feel and to allow them to feel what they feel. And even if it's different, I'm going to be okay. When I leave this experience, I want to feel safe, and I want to feel like, oh my gosh, I was myself and everything was okay. I'm going to go into this experience. I want to leave this experience feeling good and feeling better about who I am. And then you're going to walk into that experience, right? And then take note. The biggest thing is to take note. This is a muscle. So the first time you do this, it may not play out exactly like that, but the more you do this and the more you fine tune this, what you're going to find is those experiences play out just like that. You leave those experiences feeling exactly what you wanted to feel. And things happened in that way beyond beyond what you could have even expected, that serviced and that played into exactly how you wanted this to go. Because this is your soul. You create this, you are literally manifesting this life. You're just not doing it all the time intentionally and consciously. This is how you do it more intentionally and more consciously, especially how you do it from your own being and your own truth, right? So segment intend. I cannot express enough how powerful this is, how useful it is, how much you want it to be a daily practice, really. But for you, especially because you were trained out of staying in yourself, you're now needing to train yourself into staying into your body in public spaces. So this is just, and it's understandable, right? One of the things too is not beat yourself up about this. Don't beat yourself up about this. It's very understandable why this has happened and why you're here. I would not expect you to have done anything else given your situation, to be honest. Now you're learning something different. So segment is 10. The other thing I want you to do is in the morning, I want you to imagine so it's a meditation. And in this meditation, I want you to imagine that there is a bubble around you. And I want you to fill that bubble with light. It could be golden light, it could be like blue light, whatever feels that for you, right? But I want you to feel it. And as it's being filled, I want you to see yourself breathing this light and this energy in and breathing it out. And it's all staying in this bubble. And that energy is you, right? It is the energy of you, and it is the energy of love. And I want you, once you get that, you just want to breathe that in and out, in and out, in and out a few times. And then as you do this, I want you to imagine that there are small small, 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 small holes in the bubble. Just small, small, small holes. And in these holes, only love and only things that uplift you can filter in, and only that can filter out. It's only big enough for that. It's specific. The holes are very specific. They do not let anything that is not uplifting for you or loving for you in, and they do not let anything that is unloving or out. It's just love in and love out. And I want you to feel what that feels like really feel that, really feel into that bubble. And then when you've got a good feel for it, I want you to open your eyes and I want you to go throughout your day, realizing that this bubble is around you. This works really, really, really well when you segment in 10. So if you're segment in 10 and then you do this bubble right before you go into an experience, there's some magical things that can happen. I've seen some really amazing things happen for me. I've seen things where I was in experiences where everyone around me was receiving some type of ridicule or something, and the person skipped right over me. I've been in comedy situations where I was on the front row and the comedian was picking out everybody on the row and they were talking very negatively about me, about people, and they skipped right over me. Right. I've seen this bubble. I don't want you to think about it as a protection, because when you come from that, you're actually coming from fear. But I want you to think about this as a bubble of nourishment and a bubble of truth. So it is bringing nourishment to you, and it is bringing things that are in alignment with your truth. So try those two things. And also, life loves me. It is safe for me to be myself, even if myself is different from everybody else around me. And then, lastly, just in continuation, I would look into that you would probably really get a lot of benefit out of people who've written about self-care for empaths.
Okay.
There are a few books out there. I'm gonna let your soul guide you to the one that is best for you. But just Google that and look at and be led to what comes up for you. But you need to know how to really nourish your energy, how to care for yourself so that you stay in it. And there's ways for that, but these will help you tremendously. That's great starts.
Thank you.
Much, much, much love. Thank you so much for such a beautiful question.